Okay, so hello, uranium friends. So, news on global atomic today, where the United States is declaring the whatever happened in Niger as an actual coup. So, what happens with that? Well, fundamentally, it says that, hey, banks aren't going to be looking to throw money at global atomics. What does the market say? They say, that's no good. They dump it, right? So, pure technical levels, what happened? Well, guess what? It bounced its support. So, um, Global is an interesting company in general. It's controversial in the space in general. A lot of people love it. A lot of people think that this is the place to be. This is where their 10x is. Regardless of all of those things, there's a major geopolitical risk here. Um, Maybe it's priced in at this point, maybe it's not. So we can go and we can look at this, and this is where the coup started. And apparently, the market didn't like it as it dumped, dump, 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 found some support, and eventually retested that support and bounced. So, what's significant about this level here? So, let's just zoom out, right? So, this level here starts to line up with this level here. Now, coincidentally, basically right around the time that I started getting into the space, so where I was accumulating global atomic was right here, right where it bounced. Um, there is some volume and some a supply here where there's some buyer demand lines up with all this chop action. Okay, regardless of that. So, what was the company's response today? Well, the company's response after hours is, hey, don't worry, guys. We've got plenty of money. We can operate, blah, 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 blah. The end of the day is that there's a lot of problems with global atomic, and I don't know how they're going to get resolved. There are some newsletter services out there that may have a better, excuse me, fundamental grip over this. I can just look at the charts and I can tell you uh, the market doesn't like what's going on here with this company. Now, excuse me again, we can look at this date. What's the date here? So, July 26th of 2023. This thing dumped for about a month. Now, you just, in comparison, let's just look at URA. So, what was URA doing since July 26th of 2023? Well, it was sideways and then it just kind of moved on and started moving up into an uptrend, gaining an uptrend into that first month, while global was going down. Okay, it's just that simple. Global got its bounce, went down, and I can finally actually, as a Fibonacci guy, I can finally make a fib pull here because this level was lost. So at the end of the day, we are still just in a daily bull flag, with a 38% retracement here on this fib, which is fine, right? So the thing is that most of this information came out after hours, so we're gonna have to see how it reacts tomorrow. My guess is that it's going to continue to sell off. Um, but I don't know. I don't know. There is a gap down here, believe it or not, and it's 69 and 71. So it's like a two penny. Oh, does it fill here? No, there's a one penny gap right here. And, regardless of all these things fundamentally that everybody tries to make an excuse for, gaps like to fill. And that's also at this golden pocket. But the most likely scenario from here, as compared to here, if you look at the weekly, this is just the beginning of weekly consolidation, believe it or not. The news is the catalyst, but look, it's just the beginning of weekly consolidation. And the most likely scenario is a weekly higher low as compared to this low. big red flags start to come out. We already have a little bit of a red flag because it took out this weekly 12 EMA, but we understand that we're in a little bit of a unique situation fundamentally with the coup that is going on and officially announced. So, regardless of that, a pure charting perspective to remove emotion from all of our thoughts that, oh, the Dasa mine's the greatest mine in the world, blah, blah. Regardless of that, we're still searching for a weekly higher low. The daily, just as I always state, again, a 12 EMA rider, it's lost it now. So now it's going, and it's also lost this base. So now it's just searching. We have to see where it searches and tries to find its technical bounce area. I have no um, confidence in Stephen Roman's response to this. I think it's a standard CEO response, and his silence throughout most of this and his lack of real information through all of this tells me that that guy has no idea how this is going to play out. And if he does have an idea of how it's going to play out, the idea isn't good and he doesn't want to share it because he would have. Um, Personally, like the CEO from what I've seen, but this company fundamentally is in a lot of trouble, regardless of their asset. So there's talk that maybe China buys them out, maybe Russia buys them out. This is not, none of these scenarios are good for the retail investor. The retail investor stockholder will probably get beat up on this. So I don't know. I don't have the answers. So I look to the charts, and we just breached this base, and I'm looking to see where it goes from here. My supposition is it's going to continue in its downward trajectory. My process is that it's going to make a weekly higher low as compared to this dump low. Um, this is my first warning signal. It broke this 12 EMA that it had regained and it lost it. My next area of interest is going to be right here at this 50% retracement and the 50-day moving average, all lining up at $1.79 in Canadian dollars as we're looking at the TSX. Great volume shelf here as support. Those are the things I'm looking at the moment. I don't have an answer. I have no idea what's going on. I do know that the charts are saying we are now in full-fledged, confirmed weekly consolidation. We are now in, well, we've we've lost the daily uptrend. We have not confirmed a daily downtrend. It's wait and see. So I'm doing nothing. I'm not adding. I'm not selling. I don't like the fundamental situation that's going on. Um, I was a buyer down here. I was a trimmer up here. I'm doing nothing at the moment. I'm hanging. More to come. Technicals say at the moment, not the biggest deal, believe it or not, as sick as that sounds. Um, that could change in a heartbeat, right? So if you think that this thing can't draw down another 20 cents tomorrow on the open to start testing this 50-day and its 50% retracement, well, you know, I don't think anybody thought it was going to draw down 50 cents today. So it's easily could draw down. Time will tell. Over and out.